Hello everyone, my name is Keany Ottenwalder and today I will be discussing the Y Balance Lower Body Test. The Y Balance Lower Body Test is a dynamic balance assessment that is mainly used in rehabilitation and sports medicine. It is used to measure and evaluate the balance, strength, and functionality of an individual while simultaneously being able to identify their risk of injuries based on the distance they were able to push the cup. The equipment needed for the Y Balance test consists of either a Y Balance test kit or you can use tape, 3 cups, a recording sheet, and a ruler. To conduct the experiment, you must place tape on the floor in the shape of a Y with the angle being about 135 degrees, 135 degrees, and 90 degrees in between each directional line. Then place 3 cups towards the center of the Y. Then have your client stand in the center of the Y with their hands at their hips and standing on one leg. The one leg that is standing should be the dominant leg. Use the non-standing leg to push the cups down the directional line as much as possible while maintaining balance and not lifting the standing foot off the ground. If foot lifts or hands drop from hips, the subject must restart the whole test and the entire results are invalidated. Once every cup has been pushed, return back to starting position. The conductor of the study will then measure and record the distance reached by seeing how far the cups were pushed using a ruler. Repeat the process an additional 2 more times, record those results, then find the averages of the anterior, medial, and posterolateral directions. The composite score is then calculated by adding the 3 reached distance together, as this provides an overall measure of the functionality of the lower body. Repeat the process on the non-dominant leg and record the results. Tests should have 5-minute breaks in between, minimum. Common errors that occur during the Y Balance test include poor testing environments with uneven or slippery surfaces, inconsistent start positions, incomplete reaches, not standardizing the data, or using improper techniques. In order to standardize the data from the Y Balance test, you must take the sum of all 3 reaches, then divide that number by the length of the subject's leg. Finally, multiply that number by 100 to get your final answer. This normalization of the data takes into account that individuals may have longer or shorter limbs, which may give them an advantage or a disadvantage during the test. The meaning of the results from the Y Balance test are that if you have a lower percentage in the test, you are more likely to get injured in the lower body region due to your inability to stabilize or balance. I had my client practice a couple of times doing the Y Balance test so he would get the hang of the test and the results would be more accurate. Once the practice time was over, I allowed him to perform the 3 reaches to the best of his ability on his dominant leg, and I made him repeat it 2 more times with 5-minute breaks in between. I then had him switch to his non-dominant leg and repeat the process. I made sure to mark and record every single reach made during a valid test. After all the results were gathered, I normalized the data by measuring his legs and plugging it into the standardized equation stated previously, ultimately concluding the Y Balance lower body test. Thank you for listening and have a good one.